from the Express News, Jeff.
Pop, as you know, this begins another 5 and 7 nights for you guys. Will you look for opportunities to find rest for guys along the way, or is it just too late in the season for that?
I think still making sure that, we talk to the training people and see what they think, see what the loads have been on certain players and, minutes and all that. And if it seems appropriate, we'll do it.
And you guys are obviously still playing for a spot in that play-in tournament. Do you think that's kind of a good final week for especially some of these younger guys to be playing for something with something still on the table?
Yeah, there's a little bit of added pressure to it, and it's kind of got a playoff flavor to it in a way. So I think for young guys, it can be very useful.
On a week like this where you've got Bud in town and Monty later in the week, do you miss being able to go out to eat with those guys when they're around?
No, I haven't been out to eat with other coaches all year.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jeff. Let's go to Tom Osborne from the Express News. Tom.
Pop, do you hold up Bryn as an example of guys that can, just work their way into an NBA career, come in undrafted, but just work hard and get the job done?
Well, he's one of several that we've had, and there are many around the league that were not, highly drafted or drafted at all and end up with wonderful careers. And that's what makes it great. If everything was totally formulaic, in the draft, it'd be pretty boring. But, you have the 28th guy or the 50th guy or somebody who wasn't drafted does better than the 19th guy or, that sort of thing. It makes it quite fun.
Was the news about Tony Brown pretty hard to take? I don't know how well you know him, but.
Well, we've both been around a while, and he's a really class act. And, when you've been around somebody that long, you don't have to be the closest friends. We don't see the referees outside of the court really, but they all have personalities just like we do, and you get to know them and you feel for somebody and for family when something like this occurs. So we just wish him the best, and I hope that people can figure something out.
Thank you.
You bet.
Thanks, Tom. We'll go to Eric Name with The Athletic in Milwaukee. Eric.
Hey, Pop. I know the focus can sometimes be on your own team, but I'm curious over the years, just what have you seen from Jrue Holiday and what stands out most to you about him as a basketball player?
Well, the first thing, when I think about him, I think about toughness, mental toughness, physical toughness, heck of a defender, committed guy. Those are the qualities that you think of first.
Thank you, Pop.
You bet.